We are starting with the death of a mother being just the start of a nightmare for one North Texas woman who says a cremation company held her mother's body hostage in a fight over money.
I-Team found a long history of complaints about this business owner we're going to talk about. Andrea Lucia joining us. Tell us more about this.
Yeah, at 23 years old, Sierra Simmons had not given much thought to funeral planning. So when her mom died of breast cancer at home, she and her younger brother did what most of us would do in that situation. They went online to find help.
We didn't think it was going to happen that day. So yeah, it was hard.
Hours after her mother died, Sierra Simmons needed to make a decision.
I Googled cremation services in Arlington or cremations near me or something like that. And when you go to their website, it says Arlington, Texas.
Legacy Cremation Services looked local. And with prices as low as $6.95, it seemed like the most affordable option too. Hours later, a man in a van picked up the body. The next day, Simmons received an invoice for nearly 3 times what she was expecting.
$1,842.30, $1,800. I could not believe, at all. I was like, how did it get to $1,842?
When she called Legacy back,
I asked him, okay, well, what's the $695? It says $695 on the website. And he said, it says from $695. And I said, okay, well, what's the most basic one? That's what we want. If it says from $695, we want whatever $695 is. And he said, well, no, that's not our price.
The invoice she received from Legacy included a direct cremation for $895, a $145 transportation fee, a $195 crematory fee, and an alternative cremation container fee of $175. Simmons says she told the man she would pay the transportation fee, but another funeral home would handle the cremation.
He said that he wouldn't release her body until we paid the $495. And I'm like, well, I don't have that. It says $145, that's what it should be. So he said, well, I have to pay my people. Didn't 2 people come and pick her up? And I said, no. Actually, only 1 person came and picked her up. My best friend had to help that person move my mom's body onto the stretcher because he came alone.
Your best friend had to step in and help move your mom's body onto the stretcher.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So then he says, okay, wow, I'm sorry. Well, let's just say 200 and call it even. And I said, well, this isn't let's make a deal. My invoice says 145 and that's all I have for you. And he said, I'm sure you can come up with it. Somebody can come up with it.
While Simmons is not sure who she spoke with on the phone, a man named Joseph Damiano owns Legacy Cremation Services and a similar business called Heritage Cremation Provider. The I-Team found records showing he currently lives in North Carolina. While his websites appear to be based in many cities and states, the companies are actually just brokers, hiring local funeral providers to perform the work. The practice has led to a number of complaints over the last several years. At least 10 states, including Texas, have now either fined the companies or suspended their licenses. Last year, the Federal Trade Commission and Department of Justice accused Joseph Damiano of falsely claiming online that his companies were local, charging more than the prices posted, and holding remains hostage. In April, a federal court ordered him to pay a $275,000 fine and imposed strict rules about transparency and pricing. None of it seems to have made a difference.
That's not how we do business, and I'm very appalled.
James White is with the Texas Funeral Service Commission, which sent Legacy a cease and desist letter in 2021. He says whoever's working with Legacy here is risking their own license.
Obviously, they know if you're in a funeral home or associated with a funeral home doing funeral directing services and embalming operations, you need to be licensed in Texas. So they do put themselves potentially in a precarious situation.
The question was, who picked up Simmons' mother's body? 11 days after she'd first called Legacy, Simmons still didn't know which company had her remains.
I didn't even think about it until they asked me, okay, where's your mom at now? And I'm like, oh, it's not listed. There's no address. I can't answer that question.
And while Legacy would not return Simmons' calls, they did return mine. But it wasn't Joseph Damiano. It was a woman who would only introduce herself as Melissa. She wouldn't answer questions about the company's pricing or even her role at the company. But she did tell me that they contract with a provider in Weatherford called Compassionate Carriage and Preparation Services. When Simmons called them, she was told yes, her mother's body was there and that she owed them $90 in storage fees, which they did eventually agree to waive. The body was picked up by another funeral home last Friday, nearly 3 weeks after Simmons' mother's death.
I mean, you listen to this and your heart goes out to Simmons, and then you get angry, right? So I think a lot of people are wondering at home, what happens now? Because Legacy is technically banned from doing business in Texas, right?
Yeah, that is still true. And when we asked the co-owner of Compassionate Carriage why she was working with an unlicensed broker, she said, Legacy is a big national company and that's just how it works. She later admitted she didn't actually know if it was legal to contract with them. As of tonight, Legacy's websites continue to advertise low rates and local ties despite state and federal efforts to change that practice.
Just a little piece of advice, licensed funeral director. Andrea, really good digging here. Thank you so much.